All right, Notre Dame fans, we are back with another edition of WOPU Wednesdays presented to you by Augie's Locker Room. I'm actually sitting here at the blue and gold illustrated office right now, just a couple blocks away from Augie's Locker Room. Next time Notre Dame has a home game, which is in a couple of weeks against USC, make sure you guys stop by Augie's Locker Room. Great place if you're a Notre Dame fan. It's got everything you need. We're joined here today by another member of WAPU Nation at Notre Dame. It's Adam Shibley. Adam, there you go. He's flashing the W for you guys. Adam, it's great to have you on, man. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me, Tyler.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So first things first, you transferred in from a place that a lot of Notre Dame fans probably aren't too fond of, University of Michigan. Just tell us what your experience was like at Michigan and why you decided to transfer to Notre Dame as a grad transfer.
Yeah, so I would say my time at Michigan was a really great experience. I came in as a preferred walk on and worked my way up. By the end of my career, I was able to start a game at linebacker and earned a scholarship. Was ready for a change. And, as I applied to different graduate schools, Notre Dame was at the top of my list. Growing up, I was always a huge Irish fan, and I kept that in the back of my mind, like as I went through college, and knew it was a possibility. And once I got accepted, it was a no-brainer for me. I wanted to put on that Golden Dome, so I was able to talk with Brian Polian, the special teams coordinator, and he got me a spot on the team, and I had to jump on it. This is my lifelong dream, and I finally get to live it out. So.
And what's it been like living out your dream? Obviously, like you said, it's got to be a rush to put on that golden helmet, and you've gotten to do that now. So, is it everything you ever dreamed of?
Yeah, it definitely is. Just the first day I sat in on a team meeting when I first got here in the summer, the culture was just sticking out right away. Like the guys here are so focused and so determined to be great in not just football, but everything they do on and off the field. High character people, and it's really a brotherhood, and that's stressed day in and day out. And I feel like I've been accepted and welcomed with warm arms, and everyone's taken me in so nicely. So I'm very thankful to be here, and playing for this team has been just everything I could ask for. Obviously we got work to do this week and the rest of the season, but it's been a great experience so far.
Yeah, I bet absolutely. And what would you say your fondest memory as a Notre Dame student athlete has been so far? When you think back of all that you've been able to experience, what kind of sticks out, and you say that's awesome. That's why I chose to go to Notre Dame.
Well, obviously my first time putting on the uniform for the Florida State game, that was just an unbelievable atmosphere. That sticks out. But I would say when we played in Chicago against Wisconsin, you see all the alumni and all the Notre Dame fans, and just how it's really like not only there's Notre Dame fans in South Bend, but it's just truly a global logo and team and university. Everything this place stands for is appreciated globally, and you just see all those people in Chicago, and we were able to beat Wisconsin. It was just a fun day, perfect atmosphere. That really sticks out too.
And we should have mentioned this a lot sooner, but you're a linebacker here at Notre Dame, and you actually got to play a few snaps at linebacker in that game. So what was
Yeah.
that like, and just what was it like you said, to be able to play on the field at Soldier Field in a game that big, Notre Dame versus Wisconsin?
Yeah, it was really special. Coming in, I definitely had hopes of playing some linebacker, and we're so talented and deep in that position. A few guys suffer some injuries, and next thing you know, like I'm taking some reps in practice at LB, and just trying to learn the playbook as fast as I can. So to get those in-game experience reps, like even those two plays, it still helps me in my progression, and I feel much more comfortable out there just because I got to go in and run the new plays.
Sticking with another on-field question, I assume you get to play a lot in special teams. What has that been like? And especially considering, at Notre Dame, guys like Kyle Hamilton and the top name guys in the program, they all contribute on special teams as well. So what's it been like being a part of that?
Yeah, it's been really cool to just play with guys that are that talented, and um, the biggest thing that Coach Polian stresses is just like our attack mindset and the violence we play with on special teams. That's something that I've really like taken to heart this year, and just tried to find myself as being a super aggressive player on special teams and doing everything that I can for the team. So I've accepted my role. I'm starting on 4 special teams now, and just doing everything I can to help in any way I can.
And obviously, Notre Dame is, not just a highly regarded football school, but it's an awesome academic institution as well. And that's got to be another major reason why you chose to come here. So, two-part question: what did you study at Michigan, and what are you doing now at Notre Dame academically?
Yeah, so my undergraduate degree was in communications and media at Michigan. So I really, honed in on public speaking and taking rhetoric classes. But I wasn't satisfied with that, and I wanted to push myself to get a degree in business. So I'm currently in the Master's in Management program, which focuses on finance, accounting, management, and marketing. It's definitely been a tough um, course load balancing it with football, but I've gotten it down a little bit now, and I'm settling in. So, I've enjoyed the program. It's been great learning from professors with tons of professional experience, and all my classmates are from across the country that went to different universities, and we have some people that went to Notre Dame undergrad. So it's been a really great experience.
Well, that's awesome, man. Another two-part question for you before we wrap up here. I saw in your bio that you are a Big Ten Medal of Honor recipient. So just tell us what that means and how someone goes about receiving that, what sounds like a very prestigious award. And then, secondly, with everything that you said, what you're doing at Notre Dame and what you were able to do at Michigan, what's next for you after Notre Dame? What would you like to do beyond football?
Yeah, so the Big Ten Medal of Honor is basically one of the highest awards you can get as a student athlete in the Big Ten. They honor one male and one female from the senior class each year. That's a student athlete, and really just commemorates your work as a student athlete, both on the field and off the field. Uh, and the main reason I was able to get it is through my work with my foundation that I started my sophomore year of college. It's called TUF, the Uniform Funding Foundation, and we provide uniforms, equipment, and mentorship to underserved youth athletes across the globe. Um, we've been able to affect over 4,000 kids now and raise $255,000. So it's been a really great project that I've been able to work on with teammates at Michigan and Notre Dame, and really looking to grow the presence in the Notre Dame community this year for TUF as well. Um, and your second question was, what do I plan to do after this program and my experience at Notre Dame? I really am just looking to get into the sports career, into like sports industry. What I'm not really sure what career that's going to be yet. I'm still feeling it out and doing some discernment on that end, but uh, maybe a player engagement role, maybe operations. Looking at jobs at the league offices for the NFL, and that would be really cool to do. So just continuing to flesh that out and figure out what I want to do, but very excited for what's ahead.
Well, it sounds like whatever you decide to do and whatever you get into, it's going to be something special because that's why we like having guys like you on here from WAPU Nation. What you just said about your organization, Tough, is really cool, and it's awesome that you're giving back in that way. So appreciate that, and definitely appreciate you coming on. But we won't let you go without asking you about Augie's locker room. I think it's really cool that they've kind of struck up a deal with you guys at WAPU Nation. So just tell Notre Dame fans what they can expect to see at Augie's locker room and what you like about it as well.
Yeah, so I was able to go into Augie's a couple times this summer, and the owner is just a great guy. You can tell he's all about Notre Dame. So you go in, you feel like this family feel, and I would say the coolest things are just the historic artifacts he has in there, signed autographs, different jerseys, and like team issued gear. Augie's is a great place. Definitely stop in and show him some love.
Well, you guys heard it from Adam Shibley yourself, part of WAPU Nation. He stands Augie's locker room, so you should too. Adam, again, thanks for coming on here. I know that you guys are busy during the week, getting ready for Virginia Tech this week, and you've got a lot of stuff going on off the field. So again, appreciate your time, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Tyler.